Hi, I'm Ryan Malyar, Executive Director at WMCT-TV, and thanks for tuning in to the November 2024 episode of Corner Office. As always, I'm delighted to be joined by Mayor J. Christian Dumais.
Hello.
How's it going, Mayor?
Things are great.
Things are great.
Things are, yeah.
And we just have so many wonderful things happening in the city as always.
As always.
Yeah. And there's always a parade. There's always a festival. This city just really loves to celebrate. Am I right?
It seems like it, yeah. When you put it like that, you're actually correct, yeah.
Yeah.
So we just had the Horribles Parade, which was a huge success.
I know I had my team out there. Oh,
Yeah.
we bought so much candy.
We were interviewed by WMCT, which is always great, and I was dressed as a big blue hungry hippo.
Hungry
It
hippo.
was great. You couldn't miss me. But we had thousands of people that come downtown, which was great. So a lot of vendors. It was always a good time to have. So kudos to the Marlborough High Marching Band and everyone who participated.
Jimmy Verdone leading the marching band as always.
Great, yes.
What a guy.
Even the members of the band even dressed up, which was great to see. And JR with the Hearse, so a little Hudson business. So plug out to him for bringing the Hearse every year. It's a tradition. He grew up in Marlborough.
Oh, did he?
He did, yeah. So it's great to see that tradition continue.
And the scarecrows are still out there on the common. They look great too.
They are, yeah, yes. I always think that they're real people as I drive by, which is like,
And I was looking out the window the other night, and one of them had eyes that light up, and I did not expect it, and it really gave me a startle.
happy Halloween.
There we go.
But thank you to DPW and the rec department for all they do for showing their support and making the community events and parade a huge success.
There's another parade coming up. We have the Veterans Day ceremonies.
Yes. It's always a great time to reflect and thank the veterans for their service. So it kicks off on Monday, November 11th. It starts at 10 o'clock at the American Legion. We go down Main Street to the Doughboy. There's a little speaking events happening throughout the parade, so we'll make a few different stops. And then we encourage everyone to come down and show their support and tribute to the servicemen and women. But again, it's a every year thing. It's always, I learned this fairly recently. So it's the 11th month, the 11th day, and the 11th hour, which is pretty symbolic. So
Another big event coming up, Tuesday, November 5th.
Election Day.
Election Day.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So already the polls have been open for early voting.
Then, yes, and there's been a pretty good turnout thus far, but obviously Tuesday the 5th is the last day to vote, so please get out and vote. Polls open from 7 a.m. and they close at 8 p.m., so please, I encourage everyone to get out and vote. There's 5 ballot questions, which we talked about one the last time we were here, so thank you for that, and please go out and vote. But I do want to say thank you to the city clerk's office. They have been working countless hours to make sure that early voting is working well and you get your ballots out there. If you have mail-in ballots, if you cannot get your mail-in ballot, we encourage you to drop it off into City Hall. There's a mailbox outside, so please utilize that so your vote does count. We don't want you to miss the deadline because of USPS. So get out and vote.
How many different polling locations are there? Where can people find out
Sure.
where
So-
they're supposed to vote?
Yeah, you can go log on to the city website for that information. So there's one at, you're gonna put me on the spot here. I know there's one Senior Center, the Masonic Hall, Richard School, Jarrick School, Hildreth School.
It's all on the website.
It's all on the website. Yes,
Right.
yes. I try to visit all of them, but it's a lot of moving pieces. So if you get down early and to vote, thank you, and make sure you vote on November 5th.
Absolutely. Now I see the next item here is a waiting pool, and here we are in November. And what are we talking about pools for?
Because we need to get the pool completed before
Okay.
the summer.
I guess so.
So we utilized free cash, and I want to thank the city council for their support. So we are redoing the Hildreth School pool, which is known as Farrell Field. It hasn't been reconstructed for many, many years, so it's a little outdated. So now it's time to revisit that so we can actually have a cool asset to the city of having the waiting pool. So
So is it a full rebuild or is it just a patch and repair?
nope. So we're redoing the whole thing. So
wow.
the infrastructure is great. So
Okay.
the pipes still work. So it's just the pool itself needs to be completed. So we sent that down to get fixed, and City Council approved it. So now the construction can begin. So we'll be opened in time for this summer.
Fantastic.
Although it feels like summer these days. With
I
the
know it's so
beautiful
warm.
weather, so-
Yeah. And I'm just going to mention this for the recreation department because I know they always appreciate it. The city of Marlborough is always looking for lifeguards. So
We're starting early.
we got to start early. And if you know someone on the swim team who might be a good candidate, if we want to have these pools open, we need people to staff them.
Yeah, and thankfully we've been very fortunate to have the support staff with lifeguards, but I love the plug, so thank you for that, and I'm sure the rec department will love it too. I mean, the rec department does such an incredible job, and to be able to maintain these pools and keep them open for another 50 years because of what we're doing now, it definitely sets a tone for the community and build that community and continue to do so. Just because you see a very active life when it comes down to the wading pool, so we're happy to get those completed.
Right. So it is autumn. The leaves are falling. They are beautiful, but they make a huge mess. And Marlborough is fortunate that there is some curbside leaf collection. Where I live, they don't offer this service. So this is huge.
It's another great asset that Marlborough does provide, and we're lucky and fortunate that we can do that. So the leaf collection is on November 11th, which is a Monday, and it continues through Friday, November 22nd. So all leaves must be in paper bags to be collected, and all bags must be placed by Thursday, November 21st to be collected. And those that need to dispose of leaves after the collection dates can do so by purchasing a sticker to the drop-off.
So do you need to buy a specific leaf collection bag, or any paper bag will do?
Yeah, I believe any paper bag will do. So yeah, no, just come by and pick it up.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, it's again, Marlborough has so many great resources that people seem to forget. All of what Marlborough does.
It seems like a small little thing, leaf collection, but like I was just saying, I wish it was offered where I live.
So what do you do with your leaves?
That's another story. No, I have to hire a landscaping company because I have massive amounts of leaves and
Big yard.
a big yard and pretty penny to tote them all away.
Which again, we're talking from wading pools to leaf collection. Like again, these are two very different topics, but again, it's two great assets that the Marlborough can provide this community. So I'm sorry that you don't have leaf pickup, but
Maybe another incentive for me to move to the city of Marlborough.
I don't know why everyone doesn't live here. I'm a little biased though.
I'm very curious how your family is going to celebrate Thanksgiving this year.
Thanksgiving is a big deal at my house only because my mom requires my brother and I to attend.
Mandatory attendance.
Mandatory. Labor Day and Thanksgiving. Yeah. Christmas we can kind of do our own thing, but Thanksgiving. So we'll be at my parents' house. So.
Every family does things a little slightly different. Do you do the traditional turkey, or are there some other specific dishes that you've come to expect?
Hopefully I don't get too much hate now, but I love stovetop stuffing. So that is a prerequisite.
I like to doctor mine up. I put a little brown sausage in it.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
amp it up a little bit.
You know what? I think it's
Can't beat
perfect the way it is, but I totally respect that. I mean, you boil water, some butter, it's perfect. But my brother and I always do the dishes, so this is kind of our thing. So
That's
mom can cook, and I'm very fortunate to still have my parents around and who want to celebrate the holidays. Just because with the holidays, you never know with families, so it's always nice to have that tradition and continue, and being so close and local that we can do that. So,
Right.
So it's kind of nice. What do you do for Thanksgiving?
I'll be with my family, and they do most of the cooking as well.
Okay.
My kitchen's under construction, so I have a bit of an excuse,
Okay.
which is
Have you ever hosted?
no, I haven't.
No. Okay.
I'd really love to one
Oh,
day.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have to work on that.
But also Thanksgiving, we think about how grateful we are to our friends and family, and something that WMCT-TV has been doing with the support of Marlborough Cable Trust is celebrating all of our nonprofit neighbors.
Yeah.
So we have lined up so many wonderful interviews. We've been rolling them out right
been
now.
watching. Yeah.
And there's just so many wonderful groups here in the city that give so much, give so much of their time, their energy, and their money to bring support to so many different groups in the city. It's just my privilege to be able to interview these groups.
No, and that's great. Again, because Marlborough definitely gives back, and a lot, and I just signed up to hand out food at the community cupboard.
Yeah.
So we can hand out those Thanksgiving meals. I did it last year. It's an incredible time to do that. A lot of reflection of how fortunate I am and to be able to give back. And I know since the salon opened in 2010, we've always done Feed a Family through that program, and we raffle off turkeys and stuff like that through the salon. So it's, for me, Thanksgiving, everyone should have a place to go or a meal. It's truly something to be thankful for. That's why it's like the best holiday for me because, again, that self-reflection and spending time with loved ones and being truly thankful for that. So I'm kind of excited.
Wonderful. Well, I'm thankful for you for being here again for another episode.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the time as always. It's always fun.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
And thank you for tuning in to this November episode of Corner Office. I'm Ryan Malyar, and thanks for watching.